Hi, welcome to my channel, 369 Tarot. Thank you so much for being here with me. And I have a pick a card reading for you today. So this reading is going to be what is triggering about you to others, okay? So what is it about you that is triggering to others? Okay, please keep in mind it is a general reading. Information for private readings are down below each video. Okay, and yeah, let's go ahead and get started here. We have three options. We have pile number 1 with the moonstone, pile number 2 with the rose quartz, and pile number 3 with the orange citrine. Okay, so go ahead and make your selection, pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3, and we'll go ahead and get started. And of course, timestamps are going to be down below in the description box. Okay, pile number 1, for those of you who've chosen the moonstone crystal here, this is your reading about what is triggering about you, okay, to other people. So you got 21, the 12 dancing princesses. You got 32, belong to your own dream. And you got the 7 of swords. Okay, you also got rebel, senses, use your intuition and sensitivity to inform yourself. Create the reality of your dreams. And cuffing season, finding winter's warmth. So the first thing I'm noticing about you, pile number 2, is that especially since you've chosen the moonstone as well, I feel like you're a very, very feminine energy. I also feel like you're very intuitive. You might even be psychic. Okay, that's one of the big things I'm picking up for you. I also feel like the phases of the moon and the cycles of the moon really affect you, affect your mood, affect how you're feeling. I'm also picking up, I think you have very like watery, dreamy eyes is one of the things I'm seeing here. And you are very sensitive. Okay, so you're very sensitive to energies. You're very sensitive to other people's energies, to other people's words. You might take things the wrong way sometimes, or maybe people tell you that you take things the wrong way sometimes. When they're talking to you, they might tell you that you're too sensitive. And I think that it's just because you're so sensitive to the energies and the environment around you. You pick it up so very easily because you're very naturally intuitive and very naturally psychic. I'm also picking up for you, one thing that's triggering about you to others is people might feel like you're very much in your head a lot of the time. So I feel like sometimes when people are talking to you, they might feel like you're very much like off in your own world, off in your own place is what I'm seeing as well. I think that you also have very high goals, is what I'm seeing here. And people might tell you like, oh, you can't accomplish these goals. They're too high, you know, or might tell you, you know, that's a fantasy. That's not real life with things that you want to do. But I feel like you rebel against that and you follow it anyways. I feel like you're very idealistic too, is what I'm getting here. So I feel like you follow your own rules, and you like want to create this life for yourself that you know exists, that everybody is telling you doesn't exist, or it's too much, or the goals are too high, or it's fantasy. You feel like, why is it fantasy? I can accomplish this, right? So that's one thing I'm seeing here as well. So people see you as kind of disconnected from reality. But I do think that it is partially because you're so psychic, you're so intuitive, you're so sensitive. Also, I think that people might see you as wanting to escape hard situations, sensitive situations. And it's just because they don't understand you that it's very hard for you to be in those type of situations, because you feel the energy and pick up the energy so very strongly. And I feel like that energy stays with you for a while. Okay. So it's very hard for you to clear that energy. It's also hard for you to be grounded a lot of the times because you are a dreamer, is what I'm seeing here. You get very strong dreams, very vivid dreams. You might also get like prophetic dreams, see things that happen in the future. Okay, so that could be kind of triggering to people as well, that you just know things, right? Or that you're so sensitive, you're so psychic. I think that also another thing that people see as triggering about you is, yeah, you have a tendency to want to escape very hard conversations. You might also like to sleep, like to dream, like to meditate, but really just following your own path, being off on your own world. And I think that bothers or triggers some people about you because it feels like to them that you're out of touch with reality, and that you're not listening to anyone, that you're very ungrounded, and you don't want to hear anything about what they have to say, anything different than what you're already following. So they see you as kind of like this stubborn energy. But really what you're doing here is you're just following your own path. You know that this path is for you and you're following it. Okay, and you're not caring what anybody else says because you know in your intuition and your heart that it is right for you. So people do see you as like kind of rebellious in that sense and maybe disconnected from reality. But what it is you're just disconnected from their reality. Okay, you're disconnected from their reality. You're not disconnected from your reality, right? I think that people also feel like you have a tendency to get lost in like fantasy or daydream or something like that, and they see it as like a form of escaping. But I feel like your best ideas come to you during those times, during those daydreams, during your dreams even. So I feel like for you, it's just like doing spiritual work. And I think that one thing for you that could be really helpful is learning to visualize the reality that you want, which you're really doing that already. But I feel like learning to manifest in that way might be very, very helpful for you as well. I think that people might see you as coming across as cold sometimes, not wanting to talk a lot of times, or just wanting to escape conversation. But I feel like you just have like these barriers up because you are so sensitive. So you've got these barriers up so you don't get hurt, or you've learned to like kind of navigate the world so that you're not picking up everybody's energy. Okay, so people might see you as coming across as kind of cold or distant sometimes because of that, but really it's just you're trying to protect yourself and protect your heart. Okay. All right, so let's get some advice for you from Spirit, okay? Spirit, please reveal to me, tell me more. Tell me some advice for pile number 1 about these behaviors that are triggering to other people, okay? Okay, so the card you got here is closer than you think. Faith and Spirit saying keep going and surprise, okay? Excuse me. And I'm seeing the hummingbird here. And I'm seeing the flowers as well. So I think that you love flowers. You love feeling very connected to nature. You might like to be outside and like daydream. in nature or just relax in nature. You like sightseeing. You like scenic views. You love hummingbirds. Might feel very connected to hummingbirds. All right. And when you see a hummingbird, this is a spirit sign to you saying, keep going. You know, you can accomplish anything that you dream up, anything. It doesn't matter what anybody else tells you, what anybody else's expectations or plans that they have for you. You can create the reality of your dreams. So spirit's saying, keep going. And when you see a hummingbird, that means your dreams are closer than you think. This reality you're wanting to create is just around the corner. Okay, so spirit is saying it's often the times we are ready to give up and lose hope that what we are seeking is right around the corner. We can only endure pain or disappointment for so long until our hearts get filled with doubt. So the times we feel the heaviest, like we can't take anymore, are often just the times of emotional purging and are followed by a period of healing, grace, peace, positive change, rewards, and feeling lighter. What is it you are passionately seeking? Whether it be inner or outer wealth, this card is a sign not to lose hope and to keep moving forward in the direction of your dreams. That which you have been seeking is closer than you even think or can imagine. Pile number 1. So I think that people might even put you down a lot, you know, and with that energy telling you that your goals are too big, your dreams are too big, that you can never accomplish them, that you need to give up. And I think that, yeah, it even has you doubting yourself. It has you a lot of times feeling like you've disappointed people that you love, or people that do believe in you or want the best for you. But what spirit is saying here is that everyone has their own path, right? So everyone has their own path, and what you're passionately seeking is seeking you as well. That's why you feel that passion for it, right? Because if you didn't feel that passion for it, it wouldn't be seeking you out. When we feel so passionately towards something, you know, that's that whatever it is seeking us out, trying to pull us in. So spirit's saying, don't let anybody cause you to have doubts in yourself. Don't let anybody cause you to give up or to feel like you have been a disappointment to anyone or any kind of way. Okay. I actually feel like it's the reverse. I feel like people don't really try to understand you, right? And that's kind of been a letdown to you. So you really just feel kind of misunderstood in the world. And at times you wonder if it's best to just give up on your dreams and just do what everyone else says for you to do. And spirit's saying, no, don't do that. Okay. It's time to keep going. It's time to keep following your heart, follow your passion, follow your dreams, and don't ever lose hope. Keep moving forward, okay? Because spirit has a special place for you, and that's your destiny. That's why you feel that passion burning inside of you, right? So spirit's saying, don't listen to them. Keep going. You will achieve the reality of your dreams, okay? And it will no longer be a dream. It will no longer be a daydream. It'll be your actual world, your reality. Okay. So that's the reading that I have for you, pile number 1. Thank you so much for being here. If it resonated for you, please leave me a like and a comment down below, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. For those of you who have chosen this beautiful rose quartz, this is your reading. What is triggering about you to other people? So let's go ahead and take a look. All right. We have the Tinderbox Soldier, number 11. We have Amara the Manehun, Aloha Healing. We have the 3 of Pentacles. We have secret love. We have avoidance, avoiding the truth. We have deceit. This person lied before and will lie again. And runner. Someone is running from the truth. Okay. So what I'm seeing here for you, pile number 2, what is triggering about you to other people? The first thing that I'm noticing here is that you're very ambitious, okay? So I feel like you have very ambitious goals and you have a lot of energy and you have a lot of ideas and you act on those goals, okay? So you don't just sit around and let those goals pass you by. No, you take action. Okay, and I feel like you're very, very driven, very ambitious. There's not a whole lot that can actually stop you from achieving what you want to achieve. And I think that you know that. Okay, so that's one of the things that I'm seeing here. So people see you as very driven, very ambitious. And I feel like for some people, because of that, they almost feel like they've been left behind or passed over by you. Okay, so that's some of the things I'm seeing. I'm also seeing that you might have a tendency to really hold a grudge sometimes. Okay, so that's one of the things I feel like is triggering about you. That, you know, when you might hold a grudge for things that people say or do sometimes when they have hurt you. And it's because you don't want to be hurt again. I feel like you're a very fierce energy. You're a very tough energy. It's like you give people one shot and, you know, they better not hurt you. They better not mess up, because if they do, it's like, that's it. There's a grudge there. You know what I mean? And I think that a lot of people see that about you. So there's some people that would like to heal with you, people that's hurt you in the past, but I feel like you're like, no, you're not going to hurt me again. I don't need you. So your independence, your ambition, and how driven you are, and how you have the energy to actually go after what you want, and you actually accomplish them, that is very triggering to other people. Okay. I'm also picking up that there's some jealousy in regards to that, especially when it comes to like coworkers. Okay, so because I think that you always shine no matter what you do. You always shine at no matter what job that you're working, you do. And you have a lot of ambition. And I think that it makes a lot of people feel kind of looked over, passed over, because you stand out so much. Okay, so there is some jealousy in that regards, especially in regards to the workplace. Um, but these same people don't put in the same effort that you put in. They're not as driven. They're not as ambitious. They don't work as hard to be seen, to be recognized, to get to where you are, right? To get to where you're accomplishing these goals that you have, right? So that's triggering to other people. I also feel like for you, you're very protective about what you want and your goals. Okay, so you might not tell people around you what you really want, what you're going for. So people kind of look at you as like, why is she doing this? Why is she working so hard? Why does she always get noticed? You know, that type of energy. There might even be like gossip about you around the workplace, about like secret affairs or something like that. I know that's crazy, but that's what's coming out. But it's because they don't understand your ambition. Okay, they don't understand why it is that you go about doing things the way that you do it, and you have a very tough exterior. So people don't really see that soft side of you, which is also very triggering for other people, because they don't see that soft side of you. So they kind of look at you as maybe you're hiding something, maybe you're doing something behind the scenes, things like that. And it's like, I feel like a lot of things go on for you and happen for you, especially, excuse me, especially in regards to work. and what you have and want to accomplish for yourself, but it's like you don't tell anyone while you're going through it because you don't want anything to jinx it or sabotage it or anything like that. So you keep things very secret until you have them accomplished. And I think that a lot of times people are kind of taken off guard by that. You might have an accomplishment and people are like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that she was trying to do that, or I didn't even know that she wanted to do that, that type of energy. So then, that's just kind of a misunderstanding. They might be judging you secretly. And I think that you kind of feel that. You felt very judged in the past. Okay, so I think you've kind of developed a hard exterior. You definitely have been through a lot in your life. You've really had to kind of fight and work very hard for where you're at, for everything you have, even if it isn't that much. That's what you've done. So that's all you know. Okay, so in a way, you're feeling misunderstood here, but you just keep looking forward and wanting to accomplish your goals. Okay. So yeah, people, they don't really see that soft side of you. So they might feel like you hide things, okay, because you keep things secret. All right, so that's another thing I'm seeing here. I'm also feeling like, and this might relate to pile number 1 a little bit as well, but I'm especially feeling this in regards to work. That people might start rumors about you. They might lie about you to kind of pull you down, right? But it's because they kind of see you as like untouchable, like, you know what I mean? Like this iron woman, because you put on this tough exterior. So it's almost like they view you as nothing can harm you, nothing can touch you. Almost like people view you as like this superhuman. Okay, but I feel like a lot of the times you keep your emotions hidden, you keep your love hidden, and this could come across as kind of deceitful at times to other people. Even if you're not being deceitful, you're just protecting, right? You're protecting what you have, you're protecting your love, and you're protecting your goals. You don't want anything to come in between you and your goals, so you keep it a secret until you have it accomplished, but people might see it as being deceitful. Okay. I also feel like a lot of times someone might tell you, it's time to just relax. You don't need to go after this. You don't need to do this. And this relates to pile number 1. And you're like, no, I do. This is what I want to do. When you do tell people about what you're doing. So people might say, oh, she's just running from the truth. She's avoiding the truth. She's avoiding something in her life. But really, I feel like you're just a super ambitious person that has a lot of goals for yourself and has the energy and the drive to accomplish them. So pile number 2, you're a very fierce energy, but that's really what is triggering about you. And I'm especially feeling a lot of jealousy here about you. And I do think people lie about you as well to try to put you down, but just keep moving forward. So let's get some advice for you. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. A personal message for you. Okay. So pile number 2, you got the star showers. Look how beautiful. Pile number 2, you are a shooting star. What did I tell you? You are. This is blessings. This is make a wish, number 2, because whatever you want, you can accomplish it. Spirit's telling you this right now. And we got heavenly. So you got blessings from Spirit and from heaven shining down on you, and Spirit saying make a wish. Pile number 2, you've worked so hard, you've come so far, it's time to make a wish. Okay, the clouds part as the light of love fills the night sky. Heavenly blessings rain down upon you. Pile number 2, the prayers you thought were going unheard have turned to shimmering falling starlight that fill your heart with new life and new hope. So yeah, that's another thing I picked up. Like, I feel like for you, and this is something that people don't understand about you, pile number 2, is like in the past you have prayed and you've tried to go about things a different way. But really what you've realized in your life is that you just have to get up and you just have to go after what you want if you want it. So that's one of the things I'm seeing here. So you've fought hard to go after what you want, and you are driven and ambitious, and you really don't care what anybody else has to say or anybody's feelings about it. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay. The universe wants to remind you, pile number 2, that your dreams can come true. Don't be surprised when beautiful opportunities begin falling into your lap as if they just fell out of the sky. You have done so much work, pile number 2. You have cleared the dark clouds within your mind and surroundings so you could see and you can merge with your own inner star. So now there will be starlight in all that you create, give, and receive. This is not just the universe blessing you, pile number 2. It is you blessing yourself, receiving the love and goodness of you. Remember, you are never too old to wish upon a star. Any wish that makes your inner star glow and grow will certainly come true. So again, Spirit's saying your wishes will come true, and nobody deserves it more than you do, pile number 2. I just have to tell you that nobody deserves it more than you do. Okay. And again, I think you've been through a lot. And part of the reason why you deserve this so much is because you have been actively working very hard towards it. So Spirit's saying that's part of the reason why you deserve it so much, because by doing that, you're allowing everything you would hope for, everything that you've been working for, to be able to come into your life. You're allowing openings to come in for that. Okay. And also what I'm seeing for you, pile number 2, you're about to have a lot of opportunities come in for you in regards to work and love. Okay. And it's just going to happen. It's just, you're going to look back on it and it's going to seem like a puzzle being put together. Like it's just gonna be, you're just gonna be like in the right place at the right time type of energy. It's gonna feel so good. It's gonna feel like destiny for you. Okay. So that's your reading, pile number 2. If it resonated with you, let me know. Leave a comment down below and leave me a like, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. So this is what is triggering about you to other people. Okay, so what causes other people to be triggered about you? Let's take a look and see what we have here. Okay, we have Bluebeard taboos. Okay, we have the Snow Angel. The signs are with you already. We have the 4 of Cups. We have Admirer. Spiritual protection. Your guides are protecting you. Fears. You and your lover fear being hurt again. Okay, I'm getting a very specific message for you, pile number 3. And we have emotions are heightened right now. All right, so pile number 3. What is triggering about other people towards you? For you, pile number 3, I'm picking up a very particular energy of protection. So people have a tendency to feel very protective over you. They might even want to try to control you, tell you what to do, tell you what to think. And I feel like you ignore that. You kind of reject that. Okay. But I do think that it's very triggering to people, especially I'm picking up family members, that you ignore that, because what I'm seeing for you, pile number 3, is that you kind of let your heart lead you even into dangerous situations at times. So I feel like people who care about you and love you, they're worried about your safety. A lot of the times they're worried and feel very protective over you. I also feel like you might have some dangerous relationships, dangerous people around you. Okay, this could be friends that are kind of going in the wrong path, that this could be relationships that are abusive. This could be a dangerous person that is around you, that you feel for, okay, with emotions. So it's like your mind might be telling you, and I think that you've seen the signs of this. So you've been in bad relationships, and, I feel like it's triggering to people around you because they want to protect you. All right. I think that you're very compassionate, to a fault even. And it's like you really let your heart lead you, and you kind of ignore all of the signs and red flags that are in front of you about people. Even if someone tells you like, hey, this person isn't good, this person is dangerous, it's like you feel like you need to figure that out for yourself. Because you do have such a loving heart. So you feel like everybody deserves the benefit of the doubt. Everybody deserves a chance, right? But I think that you have gotten yourself into very dangerous situations. You have let people lead you into very dangerous situations, and you've been in dangerous relationships, and you might have friends around you who don't have your best interest at heart. And I think that it's triggering for those family members or true friends that really care for you seeing this, right? Because it's like they feel like you're ignoring the signs, and they feel like you don't want to listen to them about that, but they really just want to protect you, and they're very afraid of you being actually hurt in one of these situations. So that's what I'm seeing here about your energy, okay? So they feel very protective over you. I'm specifically picking up one masculine energy. I think that this person might hide things from you. They might hide their true self from you, is another thing that I'm getting here. But this is about love relationships, okay? So, yeah, people are worried about that. With spiritual protection, your guides are protecting you. It's like this energy of like, nothing bad will ever happen to me. Nothing could ever, this person would never do that. Or you think that people are just exaggerating when they talk about certain people, or that they want to just steer you away from them. But really, again, it's coming from a place of love. It's coming from a place of fear, worry, and wanting to protect you. Okay. But yeah, people feel like you have a tendency to ignore the red flags in front of you, especially when it comes to relationships, especially when it comes to your heart. Okay. And I think that whenever people try to have a conversation with you about this particular situation, and they do this because they fear you being hurt, they fear that you aren't protected where you are, I feel that you get very emotional about it, and you might not listen to them. You might even reject them, get emotional about it, right? So that's what I'm seeing here, but that's what is triggering about you. So your friends, your family, they really just have your best interest at heart, right? They're really just looking out for you. And this is just like taking a step back to really not only let your heart lead, but we have to be balanced, right? We have to use our emotions, our heart, and our mind, and our logic, so that we can be balanced enough to make the right decision, so that our heart doesn't lead us into danger, and so that our mind doesn't restrict us from true love, right? We have to have a healthy balance between the two. So I think what Spirit is saying is just taking a step back, being able to balance your heart with your mind. Really truly listen to what your family is telling you, what your friends are telling you, because they really do have your best interest at heart. They really are afraid that like something might happen to you, or that you might be in a dangerous situation, okay, like you have in the past. So they just worry about you. And let's go ahead and see what Spirit wants to tell you. What advice does Spirit have for you? Let's take a look. I also think that boundaries, and also another thing that's triggering about you, it's like your curiosity just kind of tends to get the best of you, right? So that's what I'm seeing here. And people might feel like you're keeping secrets from them, okay, about dangerous situations, but it's like that energy of, I told you not to be with that person. I told you not to go with that person, and you did anyways because you had to find out for yourself. That type of energy. So I feel like that's like really triggering to other people about you, okay? Because they just want to protect you. And we have here your message from Spirit. This is the passage. And this is purge, breakthrough, and light. And Spirit is saying you may feel lost. You may feel heavy and weary, as you have many times on this journey, through the wildness of the dark night. Though you should know by now, it is just when you feel you can't go on anymore that the passage of light reveals itself and you are shown the way home, to your friends, to your family, to the people who truly care about you, to the people who really want to protect you. You are not lost like you were before. You are only purging so the doors of perception can crack open and let in the guiding light of your higher self. The passageway can be a dark and tight squeeze, but that is why it's called a breakthrough. On the other side is the... Okay, and I'm feeling a presence with me. I just saw a shadow right next to me. So you definitely have spirit guides. I have to stop the reading for just a moment because you definitely have spirit guides that are with you. Okay, and I do feel like this is family that has passed over and they are with you and they are protecting you. Okay, so I just felt their presence very strongly and I feel that they wanted that to be known. But on the other side of is the expansive and unlimited nature of the true you. Home is within and it's not so far away. Okay, so I think for you, what you're really seeking is just like this true caring, true compassion, and a feeling of home, and Spirit saying that home is within you. Okay, it's not so far away. It's time to let that that door open and that crack of light shine in, to get a new perspective. Okay, to start to see things from a new way. So Spirit's saying maybe try to see things from your friends, your family, from their perspective. Okay, try to just hear them out to get that new perception going. Okay, so sometimes it's good to hear others out. All right, so that's your reading, pile number 3. If it resonated with you, leave me a comment down below and a like, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.